Anneloes Smitsman, you have published letters from Mother Earth. Why did you write the 13 letters in this book?
In fact, I was writing a different book at the time. And I always share with people this book chose to be written. It's kind of chose me rather than the other way around. Yeah. So I was just writing a book about transformational change, and then one day while sitting in my meditation and connecting with our planetary wisdom, I asked Mother Earth, if you're looking at the time in which we are now, and there's a lot of difficulties and challenges, a lot of people are losing hope as well. We are your children, so as your children, as you are our mother, what is it that you would like us to know? What would you like us to remember for these difficult times that we are in now, and to give us strength, to give us hope, to give us inspiration?
What are the themes of the 13 letters?
Yeah, so the themes of the book actually connect again with the purpose of the book. So the purpose of the book is to support people to really come into a planetary consciousness, a planetary understanding of where we are today. And therefore, by really looking at ourselves through the eyes of Mother Earth, and our planet has the vastest consciousness as well as perspective, we start to have a different perspective on a lot of the problems and the challenges that we face today. So the book contains 13 beautiful letters, yes? And each of them is together, they form like a mosaic, a map, a stepping stone, first of all, by starting back to our origins, in the voice of Mother Earth, how she sees her coming into being, and then us coming into being from and through her, and how that beautiful, sacred, creative process is always unfolding. It's ongoing. It's also, again, a strength and a source for us as we are manifesting our own potentials that are really born from within the unified field of consciousness. And through the book, then, as a living map, as a living journey, we start to have a better understanding of our human consciousness, the potentials that are within us, also our challenges, and the possibilities that are here for each of us to truly make something great with the life that we've been given.
What are the main activities of Earthwise Center? I think that you organized recently an eco-tour with students from Loreto Convent of Quatre-Bornes.
That's right, yes. Well, our motto is to restore and awaken the hearts within our organizations and within all of our human activities. And if you're looking at the name Earthwise, it's about the wisdom of our Earth, similar as the love letters from Mother Earth. And the understanding or the vision it is behind that is if we're really tapping into that wisdom, we become wise as our planet, and therefore have that larger perspective, truly understand that interdependence and that interconnectivity, and that deep wisdom potential that is within that, from within our togetherness. Then if we can apply that in our human activities, in our organizational models, in our governance, in our economic and political and cultural and social systems, that is really the foundation for being able to co-create a flourishing and thrivable world and future for all of us. So Earthwise is really centered around the vision development, the leadership development for that, creating the new systems that are coming through, the educational models as well, to really support that paradigm shift, but really make it applied and make it concrete. So to work both with schools as well as with business, with governments, with communities, to empower them to actualize their potential in the most ecological way, and then bring that into the pathways and the activities that are really necessary.
The philosopher Michel Serres says that the Earth is up to now silent, and that it is most important de lui donner la parole, to speak on her behalf. What do you think of this statement? Is Mother Earth not angry at times?
Yeah, there is one letter that addresses that, where she's actually saying in the letter, many of you think that I'm an angry mother. Yeah, as if I'm taking revenge because you're plundering my resources. And he's saying it's not like that at all. That is a misperception, a misconception, a human projection, in fact. He says, I am really a loving and a caring mother. However, if you imbalance my systems, if you destroy the ecosystems that are necessary for our balancing, if you are harming also our climatic conditions, our biosphere, then I'm no longer in control for how my natural system will balance itself. And so my own relationship with Mother Earth, and also based on many of the indigenous communities that I've worked with in different countries, is really that Mother Earth and ourselves, we are an expression of her too. It's not Mother Earth and humanity, we truly are in that sense. Her children, we've evolved from her. And therefore she cares for us. And she really wants to empower and to support us to find our way back again. Because what is also shared in the book is to better understand how did we come up being so divided and so fragmented. So what is it also in our human evolutionary journey? And also looking, if we're looking within ourselves, both the brain development and the neurological development, which is shared in a storytelling way. Why is it that as human beings we tend to only focus on one thing and then we forget the rest? So we have kind of developed a habit also by the way that we've changed our relationship with the land. We can see this also through the agricultural practices, which again in a storytelling way is shared in the book. But the way that we have changed our relationship with our planet and with each other, unfortunately has created a lot of divisions in our world. And if we now want to unlock the solution that is required for our collective flourishing and sustainability, ecological sustainability, it requires coming back together. So also the greatest challenge that we have faced is also the most wonderful opportunity for our own species awakening at a higher perspective, and to truly value that everybody has something to say about that, which is why, for example, in the last letter 13, it's about our story. Our balance cannot be achieved when parts of us become suppressed at the cost of others. We can no longer return to the balance we experienced long before. We will need to create a new balance out of all that is happening now. Our energy fields have become so polarized, and my natural balancing systems as your planet have endured so much harm that it is difficult to find a healthy equilibrium that can still sustain the life conditions for each of you. A new equilibrium may not be found for quite some time. The boundaries of my balancing system have changed. During this process, where there will be times of more extremes, the power of love to sustain our connectedness is going to be more important than ever before. During times of great stress and uncertainty, it can further trigger our contraction. Yet for some of you, this is precisely when you become activated to bring the power of love into our world.